Good morning, everyone. It's Sunday. Let's take a look at what will be due this week. Go up to the Weeks tab. You know that by now. And yes, sorry, I'm still sniffling. Thank you for those that have sent texts and emails hoping I got better. I really appreciate the get well wishes. We're already in week 4. I don't know if you feel like I do, like where in the world has the weeks gone? Maybe because I was sick or something, but this is going by very, very quickly. And again, everything you're doing from week 1, 2 is building. It keeps building. So if you kind of got a little bit behind, you got stalled because you were, I sent things back and I said, let's dig a little deeper. Let's do this. Let's do that. Just take a deep breath and let's keep moving forward. That's part of life. But again, I know I probably sound like a broken record. These documents and the things you're doing will be very, very valuable to you, not only today, but as you continue your academic path, you will be able to look back and make sure you're on the right path. You'll be able to look and say, okay, what do employers want? How am I measuring up? What skills do I need to go to my employer and say, hey, I need to learn how to do this. Can I get those skills here? Or do you need to go find some volunteer work to gain some new skills that your future employer will want? So keep that in mind on the value and why you're doing these exercises. This week is one that I think even I still cringe when I hear elevator pitch. I hate an elevator pitch. And when I worked with a business coach years ago, I said, there's nothing cookie cutter about my clients. They're each unique. And she says, you know what? That's your elevator pitch. You need, for me, because I was a business owner and it was business functions, it was mainly, I'm Janine, I'm owner of Dreamcatcher, and I don't have cookie cutter clients, so I don't have a cookie cutter elevator pitch because everyone is so unique. So I really need to be able to sit down one-on-one and learn about you before I can tell you how I can help. And so have fun with this. I posted an article I wrote back in 2012 in the actual forum, which may break it down very neatly. I often find I'm also a SCORE volunteer when it works with business plans and certain things. Sometimes people go so overboard in, nobody wants to publish something in, like my article that could be done in one page. They want to say it in a whole book to get published. And that's just overwhelming. So take a look at that. So let's look at what we got this week. Of course, again, we're going to be developing your elevator speech, pitch, whatever you want to call it. And I'm telling you, if you don't feel comfortable saying it, that will come across and people will remember that. So don't worry about making it more than 3 sentences or a few sentences. And we've all, maybe not you, but people I work with, we've all been at business meetings where we're sitting around a table and they say, introduce yourself. And somebody has one of a friend and a client, she had a sing-songy, I'm Jennifer so-and-so and I'm with Delightful Decor and and her head's a bobbing and she had this sing-songy and it was just like, stop. Grown-up voice. Be professional. We're not in grade school anymore. So make it something you're comfortable with. Now let's see here. So we're going to be watching a video. Try to move me up here. You're going to be, again, looking at, think of the elevator speech. It says construct a scenario where you'll be able to use it. We just had 4th of July. 4th of July barbecues. We've got Labor Day coming up in a couple months. You may have, just even when you're with family and their friends and they say, what do you do? Tell me about yourself. The elevator pitch, speech, whatever you want to call it, will come in handy. So read through this, watch the video. Activities. Yay, we have activities, right? I hear y'all clapping and saying, shoot her now. Shush. All right, what do we got? So you're going to design your elevator pitch. And again, another video. And you know, the reason we have different videos, and the reason, if you go to the supplemental syllabus and I have all the extra articles, it's because we all learn differently. What may work for somebody doesn't work for somebody else. And again, that's why I encourage you to talk to each other, because sometimes what I'm saying doesn't work. It just doesn't connect with you. It doesn't resonate. So you're going to write an elevator pitch as a Word document. And this will be the first draft. It'll be revised later. This might be one I'm going to have to sneak ahead and see. This is one I'd really like you, once we get further along, to record as a video so you can see yourself. You can hear it. One of my classes, I have them record an online job interview. Excuse me. And it's amazing the feedback. I remember one girl who I would watch in class, it was a seated class, and she would always be twisting her hair, and when she was always doing this and this. And she was a cute, adorable little girl, but not professional. So when she did her video, she says, and she had to critique herself, she says, "Oh my God, I didn't realize I twist my hair." And I'm thinking, I did. Or somebody else, one gal was like, "This could be so easy. I don't know why we have to do it." And then she's like, "Oh my God, it was so hard." Because you catch the little things, the ums, the uhs, the looking up like this. Don't look. Don't say ums and uhs. Just pause. It's okay. I've even, when I'm on the phone with clients sometimes and there's a pause, I say, "I'm thinking. I'm not ignoring you. My brain's thinking, so I'm not saying anything." I'm like, okay. So you're going to be doing your elevator pitch and submit as a Word document. I do encourage you to, when it is these drafts, to give it your best shot. Don't send me something that's poo-poo, knowing you're going to be revising it. Oh, and then we get to do a reflection. Please always make sure you look at the grading rubrics for these reflections, because I've been sick, I've been grading very leniently the first couple of weeks, but I got to kind of step up it too, because some people are doing fabulous and it's not fair for them to get the same grade as somebody who's cutting corners. So make sure you're reading all of this. Again, you got to read about the constructive theory, read the attached article. I know we don't have a book, so there are lots of videos and things. Reflect on the 4 attitudes for each. Provide examples. 4. So I'll be looking for something for each of those. Write your response to the answers in a 3 to 5 paragraph reflection with those words as a Microsoft Word document. If you send in something crazy that it tells me I got to download something, I'm not opening it, guys and gals. I don't want another virus. I lost one laptop last year to a virus. I'm not doing it. So if you don't have a Word document, at least save it as a PDF. So that is your reflection. Make sure you follow it exactly. Everything's there. Then you're going to continue working on part 2 of your career development plan. This week you'll be reflecting on the results from your ACT keywords reading. Use the following link to view 4 sample questions and a description. Then download the zip file to view examples of workplace documents. Then you're going to, fill out the provided action plan template and submit. Complete this assessment will help you with the following outcomes. So again, you got to watch this or do this, and then you're going to look at this, and then you're going to fill out the template right here. So again, I think this is where some of the problems in week 2 were happening. People weren't going back in here fully. It's easy to skim and say, okay, I got to do this. Now what am I doing? So make sure you're doing that. And then reading for information. Click the link. This link will allow you to take the keyword reading, And so you're going to just keep working on this. And I guess this is something only I get to see. So that looks like your activities for week 4. So again, got your elevator pitch, your theorist reflection, your career development action plan you're going to continue, and then reading for information. Another busy week. Again, I encourage you to reach out to each other if you have questions. Ask the instructor. That's always a good place to just pop in and see if anybody has a question. I haven't noticed it as much as this class, but other classes, a lot of times students have been able to get in there and answer questions to other students before I even saw it posted. So that's the beauty of that. Ask your instructor. It's almost like ask the whole community. Maybe they should change the name of that. Instead of just your instructor, ask your community. And again, I encourage you to think of each other as a community, as if we were in a seated class. You would have, you know how you show up for a seated class and you start forming bonds because you get there 10 minutes before class and start chatting with each other. That's what this is too. And you've got that new, I totally escapes me what it's called. It's almost like its own little social media platform where you can chat with each other and ask each other questions. I can't remember what it's called. But I know now when I even hover on some of the, like the discussion posts when I'm in there grading or reading, and I hover over somebody's name or picture, I really wish you'd all post pictures too. It just makes it more fun to see the person. But a little mini bio of different things show up about the person. So I encourage you to complete that. And for the life of me, I can't think of what it's called. You all probably know exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm going to shush for right now. Have a relaxing Sunday. Again, I do encourage you to try to take one day a week off to relax, to unwind. But because the week opens on Sunday, just like me, I'm popping in to try to set things up for you. I encourage you to know what you got to do. Design your strategy. Design some questions you would like. Again, because we don't have a textbook, you got to look at the readings a little bit. Maybe you print them out if you're like me and you like to have everything printed. But you start formulating your questions for your peers. You start really looking at things and thinking, as yourself, do I have any questions I don't understand that I need to kind of pop in on Monday and see if somebody's already answered it to figure out what we're doing? Look at it that way too. I will be grading. I think I've got everything replied to for last week, but I know I've got all your new resumes and cover letters to look at. It's my Sunday to meet with one client, so I'll be meeting with him, and then if I don't get to it today, it'll be first thing Monday. I've got a seated class that's getting ready to wind up their finals, so they've got papers I need to look at too. So busy time of grading. So again, if you think you got a lot, I got a lot too, because I got to grade all of these, which is more than a typical class, plus your regular discussion posts. So again, if you need me, 910-539-2810. Hope you're all doing well. Again, last time I said we've had a couple emergencies. Since then, there's been a couple more emergencies with allergies, power outages, and different things. So please, again, if it's in your heart, pray for each other. Pray for each other's families. Pray that we all, I like to say it's we. It's not just me, because you'll find as we get to the end, I am sending private messages trying to get some people just to finish and not quit. It's all of us in on this. And again, one of your classmates has a surgery coming up on the 17th. So please just say a prayer for each other, cheer each other on, encourage each other. At a minimum, just reach out and say, hey, how can I help? How can I help? How can you leave somebody having a better day? So I'm going to shush, get off my soapbox, have a wonderful, relaxing afternoon, and it's a new week, week 4. Bye-bye.